Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of DadVGirls After Hours, the podcast where we go behind the scenes of Joel and Sarah's lives.
Woo!
Episode 61.
Keeping up with the condas.
And guys, I know everyone is hounding us for the drunk episode. It is coming. We are planning it. It needs some planning. Okay, we said it in the last episode. So
I'm going to be honest, it's probably not going to be in April. Like you're probably going to receive it in May. So let's just.
Good things come to those who wait. We waited a long time for that 100k. Guys, you took forever. Right? Let's be honest, right? You took a year to get us to 100k. So if you've got to wait a few weeks, couple of months for the drunk ep, it's fair. Okay,
It is fair.
But obviously we want to get Emma and Ryan on for it. So there's a little bit of planning, and then we have to realise that we will be drunk at the end of the episode. So we can't have things like school runs and childcare and responsibilities. Yes. So, yeah.
So talking of keeping up with us, I've seen quite a few TikToks made about the fact that our DVG Studios videos have stopped. And when we filmed that video, you was actually poorly, so you wasn't in that one, and we had Mr. Wren take your place. So we've got a few things to unpack here because there's so many unanswered questions, and I want to be in TikTok like, no, this is the answer. But I thought, no, we're just.
It felt quite dramatic because, so on that day that we had two videos to film for the studios. That's how we do it. We film them back to back. And what was the first video? Back to school. Wasn't it? We did the back to school. Mr. Wren was the teacher.
And you were then poorly.
I felt so rough that day. I got through the school video, but at the end of it, and knowing that the next video was eating like Easter egg after Easter egg after Easter egg, I basically just looked at you lot and I was like, can you lot just take one for the team? Because I have not got it in me to do this. And then you lot were like, yeah, Mr. Wren was still there. And we were like, do you want to fill in for Joel? So he was just like, he was up for it.
He thought it was a great character to play.
So
did you ever watch that video back?
Oh yeah, I did watch it back.
Did you find it funny?
Yeah, it was very funny. Like his impression of me, it
like,
made me feel, all
right, mate.
Oh, I'm a bit of a geezer, am I? I kind of take it as a compliment because I always feel like
I was like, who are you, Danny Dyer?
I'm your new dad. I'm here with my wife. She's absolutely cracking. I've known her for many years and she's never let me down. I've got my two daughters, Casey and my favourite, Grace, here.
Yeah. You know it's Joel, not Danny Dyer, right?
Is there a difference? I'm not so sure there is.
Yeah, so, but if you're watching that as a viewer, it's like, Joel's not here. He's ill. And also we're taking a break from DadVGirls Studios. It all felt like it was some massive cover up.
He's not dead. Like he is alive. He's just
someone said in the comments he's gone for surgery. And I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know what they thought I needed surgery.
No, so they are actually very separate. Joel was poorly just to film that one. And then the videos will be back. We had Steve, the producer. He no longer works with us. He's gone off to do his own adventures. And
he did great things for us and we loved working with him.
He normally works in TV and stuff. So he's like off on his own stuff.
So we are now looking for someone to come in and help us produce the studio videos. So I've interviewed a couple of people. We've got second interviews. So we're going through it, but we don't really have like the time and capacity to just do it without someone kind of on it. Because it probably seems very simple. There's quite a few logistical things that are involved.
It's like there's a team of people. We have like the cameraman, the sound guy, and obviously the producer.
And obviously Ali, who edits our videos, and then you kind of just overseeing everything because you shoot in two. There's lots of there's lots of little things. But anyway, so we're looking for someone to come in and help us. So it'll be a few weeks while we're not filming them, but we are coming back. Like we really enjoy those videos.
I think we need to put something out for the people that don't watch this that are then questioning.
I kind of like the mystery, like the mysteriousness of it.
Just as people starting to love it, like knowing that there was a new video.
Joel? Like, has Sarah killed him? Is he buried in the garden? Is he gone for surgery? Imagine I come out with a BBL. I should do that on the first episode back. Like, sorry guys, had a few weeks off, nothing's changed. That would actually be so funny. But the other thing as well is people asking, who is Mr. Wren? Like, why is he in all these videos? So the story of Mr. Wren is the first video we did with him was like family goes back to school, and he was playing. He wasn't playing. He was a strict teacher. Okay.
Yeah, so then we needed another character for a different video.
Lie detector expert.
And then he came in. And then it
was a different name.
with a different name. And then we was like, this could be like an ongoing theme that whenever we need somebody. So when we had to find Mrs. Claus, was it Mrs.
No,
Claus?
he didn't come as Mrs. Claus.
What one did he
He
come in?
came in.
Oh, because he came in. Oh, the country. What was
He came in matching the outfit to the person.
Yes,
and
that's
he
it,
actually does drag as well.
Yeah.
In like that's one of the things that he does. So he came in drag, which is brilliant. And then he also came as a master chef to come and judge our food. What else has he been in?
He's actually by day, his day job is a bus driver. So if you're ever, I don't know, I can't remember the area he said he works.
But you may get on a bus and
And he
Mr.
might
Wren is driving, and you
be a
will make
driver.
his day if you tell him
That you've
that
seen
you've
this-
seen him on
Yeah.
DadVGirls videos. He's like, he's so, I really love Mr. Wren. He's so,
He's a great
good
character.
energy.
He is.
he's so fun to film with. He's up for whatever. And
He gets
Yeah.
our sense of humor as well, which is funny. So there's always a lot of like innuendos, whatever the word
there's so
is.
many
like,
innuendos when he's around.
It's so
He
funny.
he makes them, he brings them out even more. I mean, we start them, but he finishes them. So people keep saying we need to get him on the podcast. I think people think that he's like maybe like a family friend or something. It's like, no, we literally met him.
He is
like,
like
within the
that
last
though.
year.
You do feel that when you're in
Yeah.
his presence. He is he's a very warm person, isn't he? Like,
Yeah.
so I get that. So
But yeah, I think people are going to start a petition to get him on the pod. It would be interesting to learn more about him. I feel
Yeah.
like he probably has so much stuff that we only know like literally the surface of it. So it would be an interesting episode. But one of the nice things, I wasn't on that video, obviously, and obviously I'm going through the comments, right? I didn't actually realize how many people actually cared that I wasn't there. Like,
they don't want to know where you are.
like, guys, obviously, Sarah, Casey, Grace, all the girls, they get all the compliments. Everyone loves them. And I love that. Like, I'm not out here searching for it. Like, I know my role. I play my position. Yeah. But when I wasn't on it, I did not expect so many people to comment. Like, literally like 2.5 people commented. Like, no, literally there was quite a few comments, right? I'll read this one. Not gonna lie, I'm missing Joel already. Seriously, it's not the same. Crying face. And that has 113 likes on the comment, right? And I don't know why I'm here. Like, and it's not like I'm trying to like show off, but like I just want people to know, like, it was genuinely nice to know that people actually cared
That's
I wasn't on
cute.
the episode. And then people just replying and saying things. But yeah, so I felt the love on that one.
That's
I
cute.
felt the love. But
You
yeah.
know what you've got till it's gone, kind of thing.
Exactly, guys. Just remember that. I bring the jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this week I was on the Soulskin shoot. So you would have seen all the Soulskin because we have a new product. I'm going to grab it. Can't grab it. The exfoliator glove. Woo!
Woo!
How exciting.
No, it is really
You
cool.
can wear them in the
Really nice.
winter to keep your hands warm, Jake.
I actually didn't know what these were before we started making them. I was like,
Exfoliates,
what
it
is
actually
this?
comes as a pack of 2. One is for sensitive skin, one's a bit more coarse, I think you would say the word
Yeah.
is. And they have little suction pads. So
It's
for
all
your
been thought
shower.
out.
It's all
So
thought
yeah,
out.
that's
They're
like an
great.
addition to our set now back there.
I'm sorry, I can't put it back properly, so I'm just going to throw it there. The Soulskin team will not be happy because they were the ones that sneaked in here and sent us a picture like, just so you know, I've put it all on your shelf. Like, thanks.
Which is really nice. But yeah, tell us about the shoot because
Well, I have, because I used to run the debut shoots and haven't done one in a long time because obviously the team has grown and haven't really needed to. And I think we got caught up in like the everyday stuff. So I didn't really have the time for the shoots. And then recently, because we've hired the MD for debut, it's then given me a bit more time. And Soulskin were like, oh, do you want to help with the shoot? And I was like, absolutely. So, yeah, I just helped run the shoot and I forgot how much I enjoy it. Like, I am on my feet from the minute I leave at like, what was it, like 8 a.m. till, I don't know, 6 p.m. or something. But I love it. I honestly just love it so much. And not like I'm like, oh, being big-headed, but I'm actually good at it.
you are very good
as
at
well. I didn't.
it. You're literally
No,
like
like-
you were buzzing when you rung me on the way home. You were literally buzzing because it had been a while since you'd done them, and you were like, I forgot how much, 1, I enjoy it, but 2, it's just like what I'm good at.
Yeah.
But It's mad. Do you ever think like when you were younger, like you would have thought like you'd be,
Never.
like running a photo shoot and
Never.
stuff like that and be absolutely
Even now, like,
smashing it,
when
like-
you say you're younger, like I give it a couple of years ago, like I'm very much like, oh, I don't really know. I won't do that because it's not something I understand. But I've got good at understanding my brain of being very good, being organized. So we were actually an hour behind because the photographer missed the train, and like just as photo shoots always run late anyway. They just seem to be, you know, like models are a little bit late. Models were our daughters. I drove them a little bit late.
These models can never make it on time.
No, so we were running about an hour behind, and we had lunch at a certain time. But I managed to catch us up within that hour. I got all the shots we needed and extra, so I was buzzing. Like, but I'm quite good at being like, right, okay, you've had enough of a lunch break. Let's go. Let's get back to it. We've got stuff to do, and just yeah, I just really.
I think it's definitely a skill set. Like, you're organized, you know how to run it efficiently so we're getting the most out of the day, but you also know how to make sure that everyone's having a good time so it doesn't feel like an absolute chore, because you could get to the end of the day and we got everything we needed and everyone's just like, I hated the day. The models outside of Casey and Grace who come on the shoots always say how much they love coming on shoots for Soulskin and DadVGirls, because yes, it's a lot of hard work, but it's also always good vibes and it's always fun. So the fact that you mix those two things together, and you always used to say, oh, I'm not creative. Like, you are creative. Like, you do have a very, very good eye for what looks good. So all three of those skill sets, like individually, put them together, which makes you an absolute wizard on these shoots. Like, I
did really
am a nightmare. I literally fall apart. Like,
no, you don't.
I'm like,
no, you
creatively,
don't. I was gonna say,
creatively, I've got it. But when it comes to like organization and schedules and stuff, do you not remember, like, sometimes you would find me stood outside, like, what are you doing out here?
Yeah, I did used to have to tell you to have
I'm like, I just feel so overwhelmed right now. Like,
Yeah.
I literally,
I do remember a couple of times having to say, just go and go outside, have a breather, have 10 minutes, come back in. I need you on it again. Like,
yeah, I'm very good at like focusing in on like detail and stuff like that. But seeing the overall, like, okay, this is how the day needs to go and everyone needs to be doing different things. Like, multitasking, I can't do, literally. So I'm like,
yeah.
I actually, sometimes I'd enjoy the shoots and sometimes I'd be like, oh, I didn't
Because
really
the Soulskin team loved it because they'd basically done a few shots and I was like, right, we could storyboard this. Let's do it like the girl is literally coming home, she's chilling, she's going to start getting ready. This is what she does to get ready. This is her opening the drink to like pre-drinks, her friend come, like, and then the night's out. Like, I'd storyboard it. So it all made sense in my head of like the thing. And they're like, oh my God, that's actually a really good idea of like revealing it like that, like, so people can relate to it of like, but yeah, no, I did really enjoy it.
You're such an, like, no, I don't want to sound like cringe and
Such.
like compliment me, but you're such an asset to the businesses. Like, you really are. Like, and the thing is, I it's fine. You don't need to take this as a compliment. I'm just saying it because I'm like, to see where you came from to where you are now, like seeing all the doubts. Yeah. So seeing, no, I'm not talking about where you grow up in the mean streets of, but like seeing like a few years ago, like how much you doubted yourself, like wanting to be more involved in the businesses, massively doubting yourself, like massively just like thinking that you had nothing to offer, and to now just being like, I literally, like, all of us, every single, like, I rely on you so much in anything that I do with the business. The Soulskin team rely on you so much, and the DadVGirls team rely on you so much. Like, and I'm like, I feel so lucky to have you there, because sometimes when people are looking at stuff for me and it's like, it's not my thing. If it's not my thing, like, I'm either like really good at something or really bad at other stuff. And the stuff that I'm really bad at, when people look to me for it, if I didn't have you there, like,
I think that's why we compliment each other. I think we work well together.
You never compliment me. Say one nice thing about. Oh, you mean compliment each other's skills?
Your outfit looks great for day 7.
It is actually day 7 of this outfit. Keeping it clean, guys. Keeping it clean. A couple of little splats on there.
No, we've addressed this. I'm not good at giving compliments. I'm definitely not good at receiving them. But
it's all good.
I apologise. I'll text you later because I can do good texts.
You do, yes. You know what? A few times in the past, you used to write me a little note in my
lunchbox.
My lunchbox. Yeah, you put it in my laptop bag. So when I get to work and open it, it'd be a nice note. Yeah, you could do that. Do that one time. Give you a little idea.
I remember you used to write on the kids' bananas. Yeah, that embarrassed them.
You should draw penises on them. That's
No,
what
I didn't.
take it.
The banana was the penis. Jake.
Oh
That's weird.
Lord.
No, this is so weird. We need to talk about my kids' bananas. That's so weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Stop doing it.
No. Oh God.
Anyway, so in other news, Lilo and Stitch live action film is coming out. If you guys know Sophie, she is obsessed with Lilo and Stitch.
She's obsessed with
merchandise.
Stitch. Yes.
Let me
Is
finish.
she? Yes.
Merchandise.
I was going to say, like, she doesn't watch the movie, so what do we think? She does like real life movies better than cartoons.
Sophie's
Maybe it's what she's
always been more into like real people, but
rather than
also
animation or Disney or
weirdly like things that are for older people.
yeah.
Like Friends and stuff like that. Like she won't watch like cartoon. Like I found her watching something. I don't know what. I literally just heard like. So she sometimes gets the iPad. We've actually been very good at getting rid of loads of screen time. The iPad sort of crept back in somehow, and she knows how to use
Somehow
Netflix.
not putting any blame towards anyone,
Me.
but
Yeah, it is me. And she obviously knows how to access Netflix, and she knows what she likes to watch and whatever. And she generally likes to watch things that, like, to be fair, like probably are age appropriate for her, like things that Disney Channel stuff that Casey would have watched at her age. But the other day, I literally heard her on the iPad, and I was like, "This doesn't sound like a kid's thing." And I don't know what she was watching, like a sitcom that didn't even look funny or anything. Like it was literally like a group of like middle-aged women, and I was like, "Why is she?" But there's no way that she would really grasp whatever they're talking about, what's going on. But for some reason, she just seems to be into it. Like Malcolm in the Middle, like that's something that I used to watch when I was younger. But like, I don't know, I don't understand what it is because I would think that she'd find that stuff boring, but she tends to like.
Yeah,
Slightly
so funny.
Things for like slightly older.
Like I said, she doesn't really understand it, but
yeah, with
don't
the
know.
with the Stitch, Lilo and Stitch, like I think because it's live action, she will like it more.
Do you think it'd be scary? Because I feel like some of the films recently they're doing has become a little bit scary. Like we're
Yeah,
going to
well-
watch Snow White, and one of my friends said, "Don't take Maddie. It can be quite scary. There's quite dark bits in it." So,
1 or 2 was quite scary, wasn't
yeah.
it?
Oh, we had to leave with Sophie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you did.
Yeah, I had to leave. I see like people on TikTok and they get very like philosophical, especially Americans. Like they get very like it's demonic. Everything Disney is going dark, and they're kind of like all this like conspiracy theories about how it's like all demonic and stuff. But I don't know, like maybe just having scary stuff in there makes it a better film. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Like it does feel like some of their stuff's quite scary now.
Maddie at the moment is obsessed with Wicked.
Oh my god, she
Obsessed.
literally,
Like, she eyes just peeled to the TV and she's like, please. And what I really love, like I love so much, in her eyes, she watches it and she's like, I want to be Elphaba, I want to be the witch. Now I feel like this is very stereotypical, but I think as a young little girl, most of them, I don't know if she understood the storyline, right? 'Cause she's that little. So in my head, I'm thinking most little girls would want to be the one with the pink pretty dress. That
Ariana Grande.
like,
Yeah.
that looks beautiful, but I just was like, wow,
the
I
fact
love
that the
that. Like,
filmmakers in that film managed to get across the message,
oh, it's just
and a
brilliant.
3-year-old can pick up on the fact that I would rather be Elphaba than I can't remember the other one's name. Glenda.
And I love that.
I think
even,
that's
like,
brilliant. I
like,
think it's
you know,
brilliant.
because obviously she in it is saying that she's not pretty because she's green, and then there's when the Glinda puts the flower in and tells her she's beautiful and she cries. Like I was watching that bit yesterday with Chloe and Maddie, and even Chloe's like, but she is beautiful. So it's like she can't understand why, and I just love that. I think these are why these movies are brilliant for kids to see, and it just be like,
Yeah, it is good.
I just love it.
But yeah, I hope that Sophie likes that live action film because we love going to the cinema. It's like literally one of our favourite things to do. But
I know, 'cause we were gonna
Sophie's
watch-
very hit and miss.
We were going to watch Snow White, and then I'm like, well, actually, it's just going to be me, you, and Chloe because it sounds like it's a bit too scary for Sophie and Maddie.
Yeah, Chloe likes scary things as well. Like she's really like I can't remember. There was a film. I think I said this before, but it's films like they're for kids. They're not like as in she's watching like The Exorcist or something. But they're 4 kids, but like most kids would be scared of it.
Yeah.
She loves it. Scares me about her.
I showed her.
Actually scares me.
I showed her
I get
this
worried.
TikTok yesterday, and it's like this guy, and he's going, I swear I saw something moving in my fridge, and he's moving the jam and he's moving the things in the fridge. So she's watching intensely, and he's like, I'm sure it's here. So then as he turns the jar, like a spider jumps out. She jumped, but then like hysterically laughed. And I was like, obviously I knew she'd like that kind of thing, but I was then laughing because even though I knew it was coming, I still jumped. But do you remember that one years ago? There used to be like this. I'm talking years because I didn't have kids, but Mickey used to make us do it. Like it was like a maze. You get to the bottom, like a scary face would jump out, and he made my mum do it.
That was terrifying.
And my mum hates scary things. Like she won't go out of a nighttime. She won't do Halloween. Like my mum is scared of that sort of thing. So he was in.
I'm
big
actually
trouble.
such a wuss when it comes to horror films. Like when I watched The Exorcist when I was 13, I didn't sleep in my room for 6 months. I literally went room to room, my brothers, sisters, my mum and dad, whoever would have me that night, whoever would say, because sometimes they tell me to go away. Like literally,
they say I have a nightmare, you're like, oh, don't worry, because you're so soft.
Do you know what? I used to lay in my room because like no one really wanted me to come and like sleep on their floor or whatever. And I used to lay there, and the tricks that your mind can play on you in the middle of the night, like the noises, I was like, there's not even an explanation for that noise. Do you know the worst thing is, did you ever watch the Blair Witch Project?
No, that was so rubbish.
Oh my God, that film terrified me. It was the
kids with the cameras.
So basically it's like as if it's filmed like a home movie, and they go into the woods, and there's basically like this legend of the Blair Witch. You don't see anything the whole movie, like as in you don't see anything scary, right? And it was for me one of the most terrifying films ever. But the witch made this noise, right? I'd never ever heard a fox, right? I watched this film. This noise coming from my garden at 3 a.m. from this fox, yeah, literally, I was like, the Blair Witch is in my garden. There is no explanation. Like, why does it, like, when you first hear a fox noise for the first time, like, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Like, it should bark. It should be like, woof, woof. It screams. It screams like it's in a horror film. But yeah, that is why I'm soft, because, like, I know what it felt like to be scared. Like, it's the worst feeling in the world, laying in bed scared. And there's nothing you can do to get it out of your head.
Your mind. When I had my first ever watching a scary movie, it was actually at a friend's house with a big group of us with a sleepover, and we're obviously all like young teenage girls, like screaming and stuff. The mum and dad, we were sat in the front room watching it. The mum and dad got like, I don't even know still to this day what, I know it was them in the end, but it scared us. But they got like whether it was like a broom and hangers or something, but like kept tapping the window.
From upstairs, they were tapping.
From upstairs, out their bedroom, tapping. So when you look out, there'd be no one there. And then we were watching it in the dark, and all of a sudden they burst in and they dragged the girl whose birthday it was like up the stairs by her ankles. But obviously at the time we were like, ah! Like,
I love that kind of stuff. We don't play enough mean pranks on our kids, I'll tell you that much.
No, because you're a scaredy cat and I'm a scaredy cat. We'd be terrible. We'd be terrible at it, because then we'd make our kids scared.
Talking of fears, like when you're a kid, there's so many irrational fears or things that you think are going to be a big problem in your life because you see so much about them. Like, for example, quicksand.
Oh, I always used to.
I thought that was going to be something that I was going to have to navigate in my adult life. I have never come across quicksand, yet it was like this thing that was always like in movies and TV and all this kind of stuff.
Rational, but I don't know if it is irrational or rational. I don't know.
It's irrational because you're never going to come across.
Sorry.
Oh.
Change it. Next one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, because yeah. Moving on.
I thought you meant okay.
No, the next one for me is when the ice is over the pond, as if you're going to go on it and you're going to like drown, not come back up.
That is dangerous.
Rational. Is that rational?
That is rational.
What I'm saying, so.
Yeah, like you should never do that. If you go on a frozen lake and you fall in, like,
oh gosh, yeah, see, like that. I'm never going to be that person to go on it, yet it still fears me.
Yeah,
I'm still like.
See, that is a rational fear, because like I'm the sort of person that if I saw a frozen lake, the temptation to walk on it versus knowing what could happen, like, it's very rational.
Yeah, once you and me went for a walk not that long ago, and the pond had ice over, and you were throwing stones at it to like. I had to just stay by the side waiting for you to throw stones.
When was this?
The woods near us, when we walked.
Within like the last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't walk on it though, but I did throw rocks.
No, but you, as in,
I was fascinated.
Yeah.
Bermuda Triangle.
That does scare me. I feel like there is don't people just disappear there and it's gone?
Yeah, but we don't fly through it. We it's not something that we need to be scared of.
The things go through on the boats.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Do they go through it on the boat as well?
Boat and air, yeah.
Ew.
It's near, I think it's near Bermuda. It's near Barbados and the Caribbean.
What, and people really do just go missing?
There has been occasions where planes and stuff and boats have just gone missing going through there. So, but it's not something that we really need to navigate because we don't need to go through there. So we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Alien abduction, not something I ever really thought about, but
no,
not something I actually thought was going to happen to me.
No,
You?
no, I was never really into
I never believed in aliens. Something that I felt was going to be a bigger problem in my adult life, which never was becoming possessed by the devil. I'll be honest, right? Because of the films that I watched, but also being brought up in a Christian household and hearing about people playing with Ouija boards and they get possessed, and then I watched The Exorcist and that is my biggest fear in terms of horror films. People being women specifically being possessed by the devil is literally my biggest fear.
Especially women.
Right? No, specifically women.
I mean,
it's terrifying.
One time, one week a month, I feel like I slightly am.
Yeah. But so when I was younger, because of this fear, if anyone was talking about doing a Ouija board or anything like that, I was gone. I was I'm out of here. No chance. I was you will, when I see you at school on Monday, I guarantee you're going to be possessed. I was it's a guarantee. So yeah, that was definitely a fear. I used to have recurring dreams about it. It was just crazy. But
So next segment will be our honey, we need to talk. I don't really do these very much now because I feel like
I'm just so good.
You are good.
Either I'm very, very good, or
it's so bad I don't want to say it on the pod. No, it's so bad I don't want to mention it on the pod.
Or you're just giving up. You're just giving up on me. You're I don't even know why I bother.
Never. My thing this time is it's so funny. So basically, Mother's Day. You.
By the way, when you're watching this, Mother's Day has not been. It's whatever it is, I have a chance to redeem myself because we haven't had Mother's Day yet.
Mother's Day, it is funny because obviously you're what do you want? I'm oh, I don't know. And then I said, oh, I really fancy one of those Aura rings. I want to see how I sleep. It's been telling you if you're going to be poorly or I'm just a little bit intrigued in them. So we were in Kingston. She was okay, let's just go try one on. So we tried one on. And I'm right, the size is whatever size I was. Write it down. 1 week later, I get a text. Oh, remind me, what ring size was you? LOL.
So, I know. Do you know what it is, right?
After seeing on Joel's notes, because we share his notes, I can see his to-do list to help him out. And it says, buy Mother's Day gift. And then it's, what size are you?
The thing is, right, it's really, really annoying because one, I obviously want to get you something you like. So you told me about the ring. We're there in Kingston. I could have just bought it, but I'm obviously okay, well, I'm not going to buy it while you're here because I kind of want you to think maybe I won't.
Well, I didn't think you.
Maybe I won't get it.
I don't know the price of it. Yeah. And we don't normally spend a lot of money on each other for Mother's Day and Father's Day. And I still don't know the price of it. So I'm if it's something that is too much, just then.
Oh, sure, I cancel it. It was quite expensive. We kind of do this thing, right? It's we do it, but we don't talk about it. It's you kind of say something you want, and I kind of pretend that I'm not going to get it for you, and I've got other ideas, and then I just get you that thing. But I just like the thought that potentially you're not 100% what I'm getting you. So looking at these rings, maybe, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, okay, another honey talk.
No, wait. Fully knowing that I'm going to get it for you, right? And I know I have a bad memory, but I didn't write it down. I looked at it, and to remind myself, because it was a size 8, I went, to remember that, I'm going to go 7, 8, 9. Because you know the joke. Why is 6 scared of 7? 7, 8, 9, right? So I was that was my way of remembering it. Well, no, I didn't know if it was 7, 8, or 9. What a dumbass. How stupid can you be, right? My way of remembering 8 was to think of 3 numbers, 7, 8, and 9. So I was really annoyed at myself because I did make a conscious effort to remember.
That's so funny. You could have just got your notes out and wrote it out.
Wrote what? No, but
when we were there, I told you to get your phone out. You did get your phone out. What did you do at that moment? Because you got your phone out.
If I wrote it down, it was more solidifying. I'm getting you this. I was trying to be a bit more blasé, just looking at yeah.
Funny.
But in my head, I was like 7, 8, 9. I
No,
do
so
those.
you heard that
go
Joel
on.
likes to do this. He likes to like be a little bit blasé, like, oh, I don't know. So sometimes in life, like, I'm like, well, is he getting me? Is he not? This is the situation with getting a new car, right? Because we went to look at new cars, and for me, that we have spoke about on the podcast, and we weren't sure if we're going to do it now or not. And if it's not now, that's fine. Like we hear, like Joel looked at the finances, and it's like whether it is or not. But then Joel kind of keeps kind of talking about it and then doing research on it. So he'll talk when we were in Friends, he'll research it. So I'm like, oh, okay, you are researching it. So I'm then to him like, I don't know if it's a no or if you're trying to do it like a surprise and I shouldn't, or like if you're forgetting about it, because Joel also forgets. So I'm like, if we are getting it, I need to remind you. I don't know if I can remind you or it's coming or it's not. And I have no idea. So I'm sat here in limbo like, God. I don't know what to do.
Do you know what? You are 100% right on that, because that is such you're probably in limbo, right? Because you're thinking, is he going to surprise me? I don't want to keep banging on, but he probably also likely has forgotten about it. So he needs reminding. And I felt like I was in such a weird place with that, because I was kind of like, I'd really love to surprise you with this, right? But you were so on it, like let's go look, let's do da. I was like, this is going to be impossible to surprise her. So then I was also like, I don't know. I'm now in limbo, because I also didn't know. I was like, am I surprising with her? But also, we do need to, make sure, like, financially, like, it's a big decision. You committed to something for a few years and, like, payments and all that kind of stuff, which obviously we're on board with. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm, like, now putting it off because I want to surprise you and throw you off the scent, or because I'm actually thinking about whether or not we're getting this, right? So... And I also like to research things to the absolute
And then he said to me, like,
degree.
And he'd be like, oh, I've added it to my list. Well, I've got his list and it ain't on there. I'm like, it's not there. So is he not put on there because I can see it, or is he forgotten? And I'm like, I don't know. I took his notes and I wrote it on there. I'm like, because I just need to know, like.
I also.
If you want to surprise me, tell me you're not getting it. Like, okay.
And then. But I couldn't, because if I decided that financially it wasn't a smart decision to get that car. Then you would think, oh, he's just going to surprise me with it. And you'd be waiting for it and it never comes.
The thing is, I think it's gone past it. You can't surprise me. It's either a yes or a no. Like,
no, so I'm researching it because obviously there's different ways you can buy cars, like through the company, on lease, and PCP. I like to make sure I'm getting the best deal as well. I don't like...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like we did with your current car now, the BMW you got, because I did all of that. Like the monthly payments are actually such a good deal.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So when people must be thinking, how can he, you look into the finances and everything? Like,
so I was kind of like, oh, it'd be like so cool to surprise you with it, but that's out of the question now. So,
but now
no, you're not getting it.
Is he blagging me? Is he not? I have no idea, guys.
Just so you know, I was on the phone to the lease company this morning. Okay, spoke to them, sent them all the spec, everything, and I'm getting quotes on it. And then I've got to compare that for both options. But yeah. Plus also there was other things like financial commitments we were thinking about. So we were just taking into account everything. But yes, it wasn't at the top of my priority list. And I was sort of thinking about surprising you. And I was also sort of forgetting about it. And I still feel very confused about what's going on. So we shall see.
See how I feel.
We shall see what happens there.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm not in any hurry, so it's fine.
Cool. It is ticking along.
Tick, tick,
tick. We'll figure it out.
Okay, we've got a game. What's in the bag? So I assume that's you because I didn't bring a bag.
Wait, I didn't bring a bag.
Yeah, you did. It's down there. I can see it.
All right, so we have actually played this game a couple of times. I think Casey played it as well. So basically, we bring an item in the bag. So I have here one of our DadVGirls tote bags. Beautiful. Do you know what? It's actually random fact. The tote bag is I think the best selling product we've ever had at DadVGirls, which is mad when you think we're actually a clothing company. But people who get this bag for like college, work, uni, school,
they last. They're
literally
so good.
Rave about it. And this is not, I'm not doing an ad here.
It's just Soul Skin and DadVGirls ads.
But I'm
guys,
like, they are.
We didn't get an ad on this one, so we're doing our own brands.
The quality of these bags is just unreal. Grace uses her every day.
Show me what's in the bag. You've got something in the bag that I can't see, remember?
I just need to remind myself what it was. Yeah, Grace uses it every day for fashion college, which I'm so proud of her taking it in there and it being her own brand. Anyway, there's something in this bag. Stop looking at the way it folds.
I wasn't.
There's something in this bag. You got to guess what it is. You can only ask me yes or no questions.
Okay. Is it from home?
Yes.
Is it a personal thing to you?
Yes.
Is it an item of clothing?
No.
Is it a piece of jewelry?
No.
Is it sentimental?
No.
Wait, what have I asked?
She's getting stumped.
Wait, what have I asked?
Jewelry, clothing, sentimental. I don't know. You've only asked like 5 questions.
Yeah, no, but I want to make sure because I can't think.
Oh, it's a tough one. While she's thinking, last time I think I brought in my Rolex. So it was sentimental and it was kind of jewelry. So it was a bit easier.
Can you wear it?
No. Wow. Riveting.
My brain is just going blank. Like, it's because I'm trying to picture everything. Did you get it from the house? Did I say?
Yeah, I got it from the house.
In your bedroom?
Yeah.
In your wardrobe?
No.
In your drawer next to your bed?
Yeah.
Is it a book?
No. The drawer is literally
Is
so
it an
small.
inhaler to keep you alive?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's literally my inhaler. I thought you'd get that just because, like, you know, it's very
I should have
important
thought
to me.
about that because of just as we left,
Ding.
how you showed me your inhaler. We won't talk about that on here.
What did I do? I don't remember. Pretended it was a willy. Silly. That is so silly. I need to put this back in my pocket before I forget. It's actually because I actually forgot to bring something for what's in my bag and I had it in my pocket.
Oh, that's so ridiculous.
I'll be honest. I literally had it in my pocket. Will was like, got that thing for what's in your bag? And I'm like, yep, already thought about that.
Oh,
it was
that's
either going to be
so
that or half
ridiculous.
a pack of gum that went in that bag.
Oh, for goodness.
It's going to be
You probably could have got something out of your car. Your car's always got loads of stuff in. There's probably
just rubbish, full of rubbish.
I'm sure there would have been something in your car.
Literally, it's full of rubbish. Like, my car is just so messy and disgusting. All right, so we got the dilemma for today. So I have a dilemma and I need your help. Well, that's kind of how it works, guys. I have not long had my first daughter. I was told I would never conceive a baby naturally, and then a miracle happened, and now we have the most gorgeous daughter. That is really sweet. She's 6 months old now, and my younger sister has announced she is pregnant, and she is basically due on my daughter's birthday. I feel as though all the firsts I'm experiencing with my daughter are being taken away due to her now being pregnant. Myself and my boyfriend have worked so hard getting our daughter into a good routine, and now we have a big dilemma. My sister is having a gender reveal soon. It's in the evening. However, my daughter goes to bed at 6:30, but the evening routine begins around 4:30. By us doing this, I have allowed my daughter to sleep all night, but if this is out of sorts, she is awake all night. Am I in the wrong for saying we won't be going as it interrupts our nighttime routine? I feel as though all my family are against me in this. Okay, tough love. This is going to be some tough love for you.
A couple of things. One, because your sister is having a baby, that does not take anything away from your daughter, first and foremost. Like, her firsts are so special to you, to your family around you. Like, and her first birthday, you're going to make it magical and it's a celebration. It's actually going to be so lovely that your sister is having a baby and they're going to be so close. So although you feel this at the moment, I promise, like, me having my sister and your sister having kids all together, like, I love it. I love that they're so close. We're not jealous of each other, of like who's doing what first, or, you know, like the kids are just making amazing memories, and you're going to have that. So I think that is something to really look forward to.
I just want to emphasize that as well. I feel like in life, there is certain feelings that we get and we need to sometimes challenge them, because what is about to happen in your family could either be the most beautiful and amazing thing, like your kids being so close in age is honestly just one of the most special things, or if you let yourself, you can ruin this for yourself and for your sister. And I want to say to you in the nicest possible way, and I'm saying this for your sake, is like really challenge yourself when you're getting these negative thoughts, because no one can tell anyone when to have a baby. So having a baby close to when your sister is, or being pregnant even at the same time, which happens, like you've been pregnant at the same time as your sister, like doesn't take anything away. No one has done anything to you. Like embrace it, enjoy it, and like just squeeze every good thing out of it. Like that's what life is about.
And
squeezing
also
all the good
you
things
saying
out of
about how obviously she's a miracle baby, that for you was obviously something really hard that you have gone through and been through. A lot of people that haven't experienced that also don't understand that. So for you, of how special she is, of course I don't know how to say it, like, of course she's special to other people, but it's like us with Sophie. To us, like, she is so special. Like, we, all our kids are special, but there's something because of her needs. So I feel like when you've struggled or been told you can't conceive naturally, like, she is this miracle to you. Whereas, like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that in a horrible way, like, but I'm just saying, like, try not to put too much pressure on yourself for this, because that's why these emotions are coming, of like, just enjoy it with your family. The second,
like, just going back, like if you watch our videos, I don't know if you just watch our podcast, you might watch our main channel videos. Like, go and watch some of the videos of when our kids are with Sarah's sister's kids, right? For example, Sophie's surprise 13th birthday, and just look at, I can't even tell you how special and amazing that is. Like, I literally am so happy for our kids that they all have each other.
If you take, for example, I haven't openly, I don't think, spoke much about this, but when I was pregnant with Chloe, I did struggle that she was a girl. And I think in my head, I'd assumed I'm definitely having a boy because, of course, I've got 3 girls, like it would be a boy. I had therapy for it. And
can we just add in a little bit more context? Obviously, we'd had all girls. You really felt like you wanted a boy, but you also had not that long ago lost your brother. And I think you were putting so much emphasis on it almost being like,
well, this is, as I said, I had therapy and they got it out of me that basically what I'd done is pictured having a boy that was just like my brother. So I was going through grief all again. But anyway, like, people, I know this is a very natural thing for some people, and I also see that it's a big argument and debate on things. So
we're not going to get into
we don't need to get into that. No one needs to give me their opinions. Like, it's how I felt the minute she was born. It didn't happen. But at the exact same time I was pregnant with Chloe, my sister was pregnant with Logan. Had I have let any emotion and feelings come, it could have ruined whatever. Like, I didn't. I was happy for my sister. I went to her gender reveal. I just found out I'm having a girl. I felt a certain way. I went to hers. It was amazing. She was
like, and if you just picture this, like, in a way, Sarah's sister is about to have exactly what Sarah was literally wishing for.
Yeah.
And she could have let that feeling and negativity creep in and ruin everything.
They are now literally, like, the best of friends. Like, Chloe, when she wants to do something, like she'll ask if Logan can come. Like, she talks about how they're always going to be the best of friends. Like, I love that. So that to me is so important, and I'm glad.
I feel like we feel so passionate about this, and from reading your dilemma, we can just kind of see like what potentially could be a really good outcome or a really, really bad outcome.
My second point is to the second half about the gender reveal. Now, again, like, I believe this is your sister. You should go. I feel like, why doesn't your boyfriend stay behind and he do the nighttime routine?
Or
and you get to go, like,
or just,
they were saying
one night of, like,
but gender reveals
come round very, very rarely.
The gender reveal, the babies don't need to go. Like, they don't. It is, if it is in the evening, and gender reveals, they're not like so.
Yeah. I feel like if you weren't feeling this feelings with your sister, you probably go. It feels like potentially it could be an excuse. Like, if there was something really super important to you, would you still be saying this? Like, we're not going to go. So I just say again, like, challenge yourself on how you're feeling, and try to change that into a positive feelings, because like I honestly, I want the best outcome for you.
Yeah.
And I think Yeah, sorry, it might not be the answer you were hoping for, but it's just how me and Sarah feel. And we didn't even discuss it. We literally were just like literally on the same page.
Yeah.
I think family is so important. And also, Sarah lost her brother. Like, you know, it's when you put things in perspective like that, like feelings towards siblings for like things that just don't matter in the big picture. It really doesn't matter. Like,
and she is having a baby, which is amazing. And I think if you're not fully there for her, you could also feel guilty about that as well. So just embrace
and also it doesn't take away from your baby's
No,
first
of course
things. Like,
not.
And don't, like, again, like when you have a newborn, it's so special. Don't let negative things ruin it. It will only ruin it for yourself. It's not going to ruin it for anyone else. So like challenge yourself and be like, no, I refuse to feel like that. I don't feel like that. Like, I'm having a great time. I'm loving this. Like,
and keep sharing your first with the family when she takes her first steps and crawl in and pulling herself up on the sofa. Like, they would love that. Whether the sister's pregnant or not, she's going to love it because she then knows, oh, in a year's time,
tell you what,
this is what I'm going to be experiencing. I bet, like, it's just so nice.
But also, like, we've had 5 girls. Like, do you think that Maddie's first were any less special than Casey's? For us and your mum and dad are grandparents to, like, I don't know, 8 million kids. Right? The first are still as special. Like, it doesn't change.
No.
Like, I know this is your first, so I know you might feel like that, but like, it doesn't. Maddie's firsts were as special as Casey's firsts and all the other grandchildren in between.
Yeah.
So like, I promise you, like, it's all good.
Yeah.
Keep it positive. Motivational speech of the day. So occasionally we like to pick out a favourite comment. I say we, I don't. Will tends to pick it out. Sometimes we pick it, but Will sometimes picks it. And it says here, tip for Joel, when you find an outfit you like, take a photo in it and add it to an outfit's photo album on your phone. That way, when you don't know what to wear or what to style together, you can just pick something from your album. That's actually a great idea.
I do this.
You take pictures of me and put it in an album.
Of myself.
Thank you so much.
I do this.
This is actually a really good idea.
Sometimes when I'm trying on outfits for a night out, and I think, oh, that's actually quite nice. I'll take a picture of it to remind myself for next time. Because I always think, oh, I have to go buy something new because I don't know what's in my wardrobe or I haven't got anything in my wardrobe.
It's a really good idea. My thing is when I find an outfit I like, I'll wear it then for about 7 days in a row until I no longer like it that much anymore. It's no longer special. So, no, it's a good tip. I might start actually doing that.
Yeah, it is.
When we get home, I'll just try on everything. You can just take loads of pictures of me.
Or bin in all your clothes.
God. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's all we have time for. Don't stop subscribing just because we're at 100k.
Don't stop subscribing.
We want to get to 200k. No? Didn't like that. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday, guys. Bye.